post on Twitter.
I guess I could post on X. Hello, Twitch. How you guys doing?
I'm playing my disclaimer.
Okay, I also went ahead and asked, fuck. Are you Domgator 1?
No.
Oh.
BT. Oh, wait, on Twitter, yes.
That's you on Twitter? Okay.
Yes.
I asked Hattie and I asked Sen, and they're both interested.
For next week?
I don't know specifically about next week because I told him didn't have to be right now, could be whenever. Hattie said January, and Sen said I would love to come on soon, but not today.
Okay. Myth and Raj, welcome in. How are you? I just gotta...
Bitch, come on in. And a little bit of loneliness, a little bit of disregard.
Opinions? Boop.
I type like one thing and then I get like music stuck in my head. Cause like just one little thing can reference another thing, and I'm immediately fucking over here rapping Linkin Park and Jay-Z.
Listen, I just woke up 20 minutes ago. I can't even form English stuff.
Bitch, come on in.
Oh my god. Alright. So, I say we start with the one you submitted.
Sure.
The Presidents of the United States of America 10-year Super Bonus Special Anniversary Edition.
Yeah, that's just like a redone version of the original album. The only thing that's different from what I understand is that there was like one song that I'd never heard before, all the way at the end of the album. Like Booties or something? I was like, what is this? Oh, and Fuck California. I had not heard that before. I'd never heard that before, but that's based as hell. I love that song. Just as an aside.
I like the name, but... Alright, I think I'll go first with my opinion. I hated the album.
Hell yeah.
2 songs. I like 2 songs.
That's
it's
fair.
It's a 1 out of 10 album for me. It's not even...
So what about it?
It's the way... I don't... How do I say it?
Just let it out, buddy.
It's kind of how they sing it, honestly. I don't like their style of singing.
But it's literally just Primus. No, it is an odd band. It's very weird. I've never heard anything like Presidents before.
I like Peaches and Lump.
Lump is good, but Lump was also the one song that hit the radio. That was a radio played song.
I've known Lump because of my dad.
Okay.
Like,
I feel like I know Lump like I know Violent or Freak Magnet from the Violent Femmes. Not sure if you know about that song, but it's like
I have no clue.
It's like one good song they've ever made that I know from my mom.
But I didn't vibe with the lyrics on most of these. Like, I didn't like the singing. The instrumental's not bad. I think that was probably the best part.
Yeah, they
forcing myself to listen to this.
The bassist and the guitarist are pretty good. The bass I think really kicks in this album really well. Like he was cooking on this one. And that's fair. No, I get it. It's definitely unhinged is what I would call these guys. They're hello Daisy Luna. What's up? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're doing an album review where my album is getting shredded apart by my buddy here. It's no, I don't care, man. Absolutely. I also have some negativity for this stream too. negativity, criticism, whatever, you know what I mean? You don't have to like it. I don't care. I'm just throwing stuff. I was thinking about it at some point. I might throw you albums I don't like.
I also might do that as well.
Yeah, just to see, you know, there too.
Well,
like, because I don't
let's try
mind.
and not do that in the same week, because that sounds like a miserable time.
Yeah, like, here, this is the hater episode.
We do that for April 1st, actually.
That'd be pretty funny. But
We
yeah,
albums we did not like.
I think part of my like for this album is that I've been listening to it, I think since I can remember. Like, at all. Like, I have been, this is something my mom listened to, and would play a lot. And so I kind of picked up on it, and then when I got a CD player, she let me take the CD, and then I'd listen to it walking to school and stuff. And I just love this. There's so many wacky songs on here. There's so many strange things. Candy is great. It makes me want to have sex with the devil because she sounds like a hot candy lady. Okay, so this is funny. I'm going to make a music video for Candy because it sounds like, you ever watch Flapjack? You remember that?
I do remember Flapjack,
it's Candy Wife. They're just singing about Candy Wife. I'm like, it just sounds like, I would almost go as far as saying Candy Wife was a reference to that song. Just because the design, they literally both had red rope hair and stuff like that. I'm like, it's similar. We'll see. I'm going to make a music video for it because I think it's real silly. But yeah, they're just a wacky, strange band that I like a lot. And
they are a wacky, strange band.
Yeah. And Peaches is pretty good too.
They know their way around the instruments. The singing, it's more just
yeah. No, I mean, and hey, not everybody is a great singer. There's a band I really like called Matt and Kim. It's just a dude and his wife. Terrible. I think his singing is terrible. However, I also think his singing works for what they're doing, and he's using his bad singing in a way that's good.
Okay.
Which sounds crazy. I know. It's weird, but it works. It's pretty good.
No, I get you.
But yeah, so I guess there's that one.
What would you rate this album out of 10?
Me?
Yes.
Not including the songs Confusion, Candy Cigarette, Wake Up, Caroline's Booty, and Fuck California, because those were not on the album originally. Okay. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. Okay. Because it's like a generational thing for me, you know what I mean? But different than that.
This is the prime example of we have our own set opinions and views on music. Because you love it, it's 10 out of 10. Me, I don't really like it. I like a couple songs, but it's a 1 out of 10 for me.
Mm-hmm. Well,
this is great. We can demonstrate that there is, in fact, just a huge difference sometimes.
Yeah, and that there's tons of music out there too, because all 3 albums that we're reviewing today are really different too. They're all very different. Very different. And from different time periods too. Like, this is old. President of the United States of America, their original album, 1995. I was 2 years old when that came out. I'm an old man. Born. Yeah, like they're old, man. They've been around for a long time. And the other thing, though, I'll give you this.
The next 2 are 2024 too, I believe, actually.
They've actually made a bunch more albums. They fucking suck. I hate them. I do not. I might listen to them. I have attempted to listen to other ones, and I just I picked I couldn't even tell you which ones they were or not. It's just there are a few times where I go, oh, there's a different President song. Let me listen to it. It just doesn't hit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not like that first album. I might have to go back and listen to them again. It's been a while since I've checked them out. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely. You know, that's fair. I didn't even know they cut. And it's funny. Their 5 most popular songs on their page are all from the first album, except they covered "Video Killed the Radio Star," which I didn't know until just now, and I like that song a lot. So I'll have to add that to my checking out later. Dude, "Video Killed the Radio Star" is such a good song.
All right.
But yeah, so it's that one.
All right. Next, I say we do mine.
All right.
And then we'll save the viewer's suggestion for last.
All right. So, I guess I'll go first. We can swap back and forth like this. I am biased, unfortunately. I am biased.
That's fine.
Towards this album. I already really liked these guys before you sent them to me. Actually, I really like Nothing More. I had their first album, just Nothing More.
Okay.
And
Wow.
I had
I didn't know
heard-
you knew these guys.
Oh yeah,
I just-
absolutely. This is
I
the
shit you
time.
not, I went through my songs and I stopped on a random song and I just went to the artist and went, okay, I'm taking this album. And
That's so funny. Yeah, no, they're okay. If you like them, listen to their first album that I have up right now. Their first album is so good. There's a lot of good stuff on here. Absolutely, the best song is Mr. MTV. Mr. MTV is the peak. It's probably one of their best songs in my opinion, because
maybe we do a review on that album later on.
yeah,
but
yeah, sure, yeah. No, it's anyways. So this album, I was very surprised. I was like, oh, it's Nothing More. I know these guys. Fuck yeah. And I like it. I overall think this is a really good album.
I think this is a really good album. My favorite song from it is probably If It Doesn't Hurt or Angel Song. Those two really stuck out to me. I thought those
yes,
were
I
the
believe
peak of it.
If It Doesn't Hurt was not in my likes. I think that one was like generically fine. I think for them. I mean the ones I didn't like were that one, Blame It on the Drugs. I wanted to like. I like the messaging of Blame It on the Drugs. I did not like the sound.
I definitely like the lyrics in a lot of these, but sometimes the delivery wasn't up my alley.
Yeah, I like the topics that they tackle because it's always just like real shit, but it doesn't usually sound too whiny. You know, like Blame It on the Drugs, for instance. He's like, look, man, you can say all the fuck you want, but at the end of the day, it's you. It's not the drugs, it's you. Like, the drugs may affect you and they may do things to you, but like, this is all on you, buddy. You can't just keep fucking finding these scapegoats and around, oh, it's this reason, oh, it's that reason. No. It's you. You're just like trying to avoid taking the self-responsibility for that. And I'm like, I like that. I like it a lot. It's a good song.
Agree.
But like, it just sounds boring as hell. I think Existential Dread was one that I was like, God. Yeah. Existential Dread I really like.
I might have really liked that, but I just didn't. I was playing video games per usual while listening to music, so.
Yeah, fair.
I wasn't exactly popping over to like songs. I just like, I can fuck with this.
I click play on it and I'm like dancing along to it already. I'm like, yeah, Existential Dread just kind of like pops and goes right into it. Like it's just it's good. I like it a lot. It's also a bit different from them since they normally do more of a harder rock to metal sound. And this album kind of I mean, to be fair, I only listened to their first album a lot and then went and heard this one. And they added a lot of like hip hoppy influence and a lot more like electronic poppy sounds, but still didn't take it away from where they sound.
Who they are.
Yeah, it's really good. Stuck went hard. Featuring Sinister, I don't know who that was. Stuck went hard. Run for Your Life went hard. I really liked these. What was it?
And you're going on a journey.
Yeah, Heart and Sight, where they had a dude talking. I swear to God, is it? Let me look it up. But I think they're using Alan Watts in this album, and if they are, that's cool. Because Alan Watts is a really cool dude.
I don't know who that is, but
he's like he thinks. He's a philosopher, basically.
Okay.
But he talks about some really interesting stuff. A British American writer, speaker, self-styled philosophical entertainer, known for interpreting and popularizing Buddhist, Taoist, and Hindu philosophy for a Western audience.
Okay.
He's really interesting. Honestly, if you just like need something to listen to that's just... And a friend of mine used to listen to it a lot, which always surprised me because her and I would hang out and go on these like crazy drug binges on the weekend. And then we'd be driving back and she's listening to this really calm Alan Watts guy. And I'm like, what is this like juxtaposition? I was watching you like blow fire in your backyard like 20 minutes ago. Like, I don't know. Alan Watts is really good though. Let's see. Alan Watts, Nothing More. It was Alan Watts. I knew it.
That's cool as hell.
That's so cool. That's crazy. That's so base that they're like familiar with him. I mean, a lot of people are though. It's not like he's some uncommon figure. It's just more like, if you go into the routes of like philosophy even a little bit, you're gonna hear about Alan Watts like pretty much immediately. So yeah, I really like that they use him in this album as well. Featuring an old talk of his that I'm pretty sure is one that I listened to with my friend a while ago. So overall, I really like the album. I really like the stuff they were doing with it. I think it was pretty good. And I also just like Nothing More. Also, there's a weird, neat little thing. The singer, I don't know his name, sings. So I don't think I really heard it too much on this album. But on the first album, his voice it sounds odd. There's like a thing going on, right? I couldn't really tell what it was, but I could tell there was something happening that was not quite the same. It's kind of like when you listen to Korn and you hear that drummer, and you're like, this drums kind of sound different, but I don't know what it is about them. Then you find out he's tapping the side of the drum while he's drumming, which is how he's getting that like almost like tapping sound as he's drumming.
All right.
I don't know if you've listened to much Korn at all.
A little bit. I'm not like.
They're pretty good. I'm about to go see them. They're fucking playing. Korn, System of a Down, and Polyphia are gonna be touring. I didn't even know System of a Down was back. Oh, I'm super hyped for it. I really want to go see System of a Down. They're like one of my favorite bands. Anyways, I
wish to see them, but
I'm going off on a fucking tangent. Anyways, the singer for Nothing More does this weird thing where when he's singing and he wants to like he does like a whammy, like a whammy bar thing with his esophagus, bro. He like pushes his Adam's apple. So I can do it. So I go, that's every time you hear that, that's me pushing my Adam's apple to the side.
Right.
And so he does that. He's like, like weird shit. And I'm just like, oh, that's kind of different. Like I've never seen anybody doing that type of thing before. I've seen people do weird techniques, but that one was definitely real odd. Only guy I've ever seen do that.
I think this album's just good. It isn't like I definitely think last week when we did Stigma, you might give this album a higher rating, but I don't think it's a 9 out of 10 for me. I think it's more like a 7 or 8 out of 10 for me.
It's about the same for me. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 songs that I didn't like out of it, so 11 out of 15. It's somewhere around there. It's about an 8 out of 10 for me too. It's pretty good. I like it. Like if I put it all on my like list because if it all hits the shuffle, it's not going to be something I skip past. Basically, though.
I mean, I'll just add.
What is sad though is
most
that
of it to my like songs
sucks.
and have a good time.
Spotify's shuffle is really bad.
Yeah.
I think it happened recently too, and I noticed some people on Twitter saying this, is that it seems like recently the algorithm has changed and shuffle is worse than it used to be. Because if I just click shuffle, I have 1,300 songs in my like list right now, 1,301, and I literally went and got in my car today, clicked my thing. It's always set to shuffle. Click play. 3 songs later, it played a song I just added like 2 days ago.
I feel like they do that a lot.
Oh, yeah, it always does this. It's like, oh, did you recently like this? We're going to immediately throw it into your shuffle. It's like, no, I want you to just shuffle my shit, bro. There's songs I have on my like list that I haven't heard since I started using Spotify last year. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? Where is it? I'm so sad.
It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I'm already deep in the Spotify, and I'm also doing a premium, and I have my family on the premium because you can add other people to it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, well, I'm in this bitch, and I can't get out. Like, I mean, I could probably move to like Amazon or something like that. That's what my buddy uses. Like when we go, because he hosts at a barn every Saturday for Magic, and so he uses Amazon for his stuff, and which is why sometimes the things I want him to play or add to his playlist for us, he can't find on there. But, you know, it's a shame, but it also seems like it has a better shuffle, because his shit shuffles just fine, and he keeps adding music in, and it won't just, like, you know, throw in the new shit like it does with this one. Yeah. So that's definitely a Spotify complaint. Wish they would fix that.
They might one day.
Yeah, probably not. But I mean, hey, I guess that's that for Carnal from Nothing More. Pretty good overall.
It's a good 2024 album.
Yeah.
Honestly, the metal bands I've been listening to, they have not let me down so far with 2024 albums.
That's how I feel too. Periphery just dropped a new album last year. This year? Maybe really early this year? No, I think it was late last year. Never mind. So I guess 2023. But still, amazing.
Now is our viewer suggested album from the great Mami Dre.
And this is
Clancy by 21 Pilots.
Very contentious for me personally. Because unlike either album that we shared, I think you and I are probably both pretty familiar with 21 Pilots. At least for that one fucking song. 2 songs they've ever made that the radio knows. I fucking hate radio and like popular music stuff.
Yeah.
It's so unfortunate to be a Gorillaz fan and people go, yeah, man, I love Feel Good Inc. Yeah, me too, buddy.
I don't. I don't like it. It's so overplayed.
Like, oh, I love Linkin Park. I love In the End. It's like, yeah.
I don't. It's overplayed. I love Linkin Park. Just stop overplaying their shit.
Did you hear they got a new singer?
Yes, I don't like it.
No, I haven't heard it yet. Have they made any new music with her?
So Heavy as the Crown is a new song with her obviously being the singer for it. It's played in Arcane, and I will say that song actually is fire.
Okay.
But if she tries singing any of their old stuff, it sounds off.
Oh, no, you can't. There's no way you could sing the old stuff. There's no way she could sing anything pre-Minutes to Midnight. Like, at all. I'm super obsessed with Linkin Park. That was the first band I ever got into, actually. I have up until Minutes to Midnight, I have all of their albums sitting here, like special edition versions of them and shit. Like, I really liked Linkin Park.
Yeah, okay, you're huge on them then.
That's what I get with certain bands. Same thing with Gorillaz. Up until a certain album, of course.
This album, my great friend Kay and a lot of people in her chat really liked Clancy and 21 Pilots, and they say this album.
Did you say her?
Amazing.
Did you say her?
Yeah.
Okay, that checks out.
Yeah. Kay and her chat, Mami Dre's from her chat. That's how I know them, and they popped over. They all loved They love Clancy. They say they ate, and I was expecting a lot more, but I think there's a huge difference in music taste.
This album was whack. Not necessarily bad. It's just so I'm familiar with a semi-reasonable amount of 21 Pilots, not a whole lot. Personally, I find them to be a band that's really directed towards like Zoomers and millennial women. Like that's just their vibe, and that's not me. That's fine. However, they do have some absolute bangers. Ode to Sleep, one of my favorite fucking 21 Pilots songs ever. Ode to Sleep is super good. And so their thing though is that for me, I've got 21 Pilots has 2 speeds for me, and I really like the one speed and I don't like the other speed. I don't know about speed, maybe style. There's the rapping style, and then there's the singing style. I do not like the rapping. I think he is a bad rapper. I don't like his bars. I don't like his flow. I don't like that he sounds like a sick 21-year-old who's really sad all the time. I fucking can't stand it. He does not do the rapping good. I don't like it. Stop it.
I also agree. I think he is really bad at that.
Yeah. The singing? Amazing. He's so good.
I think he is great at it.
His whole vibe of his like attitude and personality and thing that he built himself, like when he was doing the one tour where his like hands were blacked up and his neck was like all inked up and stuff like that, being the sad boy emo singer, oh, he's so good, and he's really good at it, and I like it a lot. But like the rapping part is just like, no, dude.
Him singing sad boy slow and emo slow, it's just the best part.
Like, bro, imagine if this man did a collab with Joji for a sad boy song. You would take the entire woman demographic by the fucking balls, bro. Oh my god, a Joji 21 Pilots song would go insane. That'd be the craziest shit
Probably
ever.
would. It probably
In fact,
would.
have Joji come in on the rap part, cause he's really good at it. Like, dude, Pink Guy rap is some fire shit, dude. Oh, I'd love to do a Pink Guy album review. Oh, I love Pink Guy, dude. I was so shocked at how fucking good he is at rapping. But yeah, so singing stuff's great. So for a certain example, Next Semester, that's a good fucking song. I really, really like Next Semester. The second one on this Clancy album.
Yep.
It was so
my
good.
favorite one. It's the least played song on the album, The Craving, Jenna's version. I thought that was amazing. It was beautiful.
Let me listen to that. I do not remember that one. I think I.
It has a vibe that I really like.
Oh yeah, no, I hate that song.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's so no, you're good. I understand
Okay,
why
yeah.
people would like it. I like because in a
fuck
similar
you,
vein, I like his song, his cover, I Can't Help Falling in Love with You.
Okay.
Beautiful, bro. Absolutely beautiful. That song moves me, man. The way he sings it and the way he does it, because he's got it doing live, and so like the audience is singing with him in parts of the songs and stuff too. Oh my god, dude, that song gets me. So like from these sides of songs, I get where you like this. I just didn't like that one at all.
I feel it. But then there's like Overcompensate had 78 million plays. I was expecting
Terrible.
so much. I thought it was going to be the best. I thought it was going like no.
Probably my least favorite one actually is Overcompensate. I just don't remember
honestly,
the ones I didn't like. I got to be real with you, actually.
there were a lot I didn't like on this album.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs. That's it. I liked Next Semester. Next Semester, like I was listening to it, and then I started. You ever seen Fully Cooley?
Hold on, what was that?
Fully Cooley. It's an anime.
No.
FLCL, more popularly known. It was on Adult Swim for a while. I started thinking about that because the music, it's like got this like grungy kind of punky feel to it, you know what I mean? But it's like upbeat and it's going and it's speedy, and that's kind of what Fully Cooley does with their music. So like listening to Next Semester, I was like, oh yeah, man, I want to watch some of that. Like this, so I really like that one. Midwest.
I like the
Indigo?
Oldies Station. Oldies Station's pretty good.
Don't remember that one. That's the thing. I listened to this at work, and I was like going back and forth. And if I like it, I click like, and I don't look at the title. I just click like and move because I got to keep working.
Fair enough.
So Oldie Station. Let me find that one. Listen to it.
Like, I can't say this is a 1 out of 10 album because I did like the instrumental and the lyrics did have meaning. When I was listening to this, it was last night and I was trying to just get through it. So I tossed it up on my other monitor, put the lyrics up, and just looked at the lyrics. Didn't matter if I didn't like the singing. If the lyrics meant something, there's a meaning.
Oldie Station. I do remember this one. I don't like the vibe, but I like what they're delivering. You're getting old, motherfucker. We're all getting old. Because he's talking about how like your favorite song is now on an Oldie Station and stuff, and I heard that and I'm like, damn, bro, why you gotta do that to me? Yeah, okay, yeah. So that one's not too bad. I can click like on that one, and I'm like remembering that one again. Let me see what Midwest Indigo is because I don't remember that one. But I liked that one. That's why. It's them keyboards. I'm a sucker for these kinds of sounds, honestly. Yeah, dude. Midwest Indigo's a good one. See, Midwest Indigo is one of those songs where it's like, I don't know why I've done this in my head, but I've sort of compiled, and I want to make it into a playlist at some point. I've compiled this driving on the open highway vibe, and there are some songs that just get slotted into there, and Midwest Indigo is one of those. Is like, it's a beautiful fucking summer day, and you're just coasting down a fucking road somewhere out in the middle of, who knows, the woods, the fields, doesn't matter. Big fucking highway, and you're just blasting music and enjoying the sun. And that's like one of those songs for me. Because I used to do that a lot, actually, when I was younger. We'd always have people that, there'd be one person that had a car, and in the summer, we'd all pile into the car and just go on blunt rides, driving wherever. Didn't fucking matter where. I want to do
you're
that
sounding
again.
like my dad now, where they just drive wherever they want.
It's just so much
do whatever
fun,
they
man.
want.
My buddy used to pick me up, and we took and we just just drive. It didn't fucking matter. It'd be 3 a.m. He'd call me, "Hey, bro, you want to go on blunt ride?" And be like, yeah, man, let's do this. Like, fuck it, bro, why not? You know? And so we just like coast out in the middle of the night to places and stuff. I love doing that so much. I wish gas wasn't so expensive, because I'd be doing that probably right now.
Honestly, if gas was like $1.50 where I live, I would consider it.
Yeah. So yeah, Midwest Indigo, really good. Let's see, the other one I liked was Routines in the Night. Yeah.
Midwest Indigo, I really liked the message, just didn't like the delivery. Because he did the rappy stuff, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah, for me, that
genuinely
one's more
liked
the
message.
sound of it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, yeah, if I could just like cut out the rapping part and just listen to the rest of it, I'm like, yeah, we're cool, man.
The
Routines in the
Midwest
Night
boy
was
likes
good, yeah.
Midwest Indigo for its message. Who would have thought?
Vignette? I definitely think I remember liking that one a lot. Also,
Actually, maybe I'll snap back.
vignette's a cool word that pisses me off. I hate silent letters. Yeah, dude, vignette's really good too. That one's
Snapback wasn't the worst.
It starts off strong, I think. I just like the way the instruments come in, and then it like slides into this just chill. And so he's doing his rap thing, but it's not like aggressive rapping. He's almost kind of like chill rapping on this one, you know what I mean? Which I think he does a little bit better on, actually, now that I'm listening to it again. I'm like, this part's not bad.
That's how I feel about Snapback. Snapback is pretty decent. I actually
Snapback is not on my
I think
list.
that one's
Let's
done
see why.
quite well. Honestly, thinking about it more, this album wasn't the worst, but it's...
And the thing, it's not a bad album. I just don't vibe with
it's
it
not.
very much. You know what I mean? Like, there's
Some songs were a lot more of a thing I can vibe with, others not so much. But it's compared to like Presidents of the United States album,
yeah, where you didn't like anything.
I didn't like anything. This one I had stuff I actually somewhat liked, more so.
I think the last one I had was At the Risk of Feeling Dumb. I'm gonna hear that again. I'm like, now that I know that we can do this is gonna make it a lot easier for me to like remember the songs and specifically say what I feel about them.
But I think this album's about a 5 or 6 out of 10 for me. As per usual, if anyone has album requests, put them in the chat. We will listen to them. It's just gonna be one.
We need more albums. I think we should do, man. We should throw. All right, how about this? We should do one we know and one we don't know. Well, I guess the one you sent me, you didn't really know, did you? You just.
I
threw
don't
that
know
one in.
any albums technically.
Okay,
I don't
that's
listen
fair.
to albums.
That's
I listen to
fair.
songs.
Yeah. We are different on that. I kind of forget about that. I forget about a lot of things, though. To be fair.
What would you rate Clancy? Because I think it's a 5 or 6 out of 10 for myself.
About the same. Maybe a
About the
little
same.
less. Just because I just, you know what I mean? Like it just kind of, whatever. It's fine.
That's fair.
They're the songs that I liked aren't even songs that I would go to click again. Like sometimes when I go into Spotify, there's like I've come for a specific song that I want to listen to.
I don't know. I think I definitely listen to the Craving Gens version a lot.
But
That's something I would.
yeah, yeah. Like it's not like, dude. There's a song called "Kato 2" by Vara, and it is apparently it's my most played song when I looked at my Spotify Wrapped. But man, I like that song. There are some songs where I'm like, I'm here to click on this song and listen to this. There's you know, I really want to do an episode on AI music. Actually, if you'd be interested.
Sounds interesting.
There's things that I listen to that are covers, that are AI covers, and then there are things that I've been listening to that are completely fresh, homemade. Specifically, it's this guy called Hard Archives that makes he makes like 60s funk music, but like AI versions of it. He has one for The Pool Is Closed from Habbo Hotel, and it's great. Like he has one called You Dumb Motherfucker that's just this lady singing about her stupid students. Like there's some really wacky stuff that he's made. It's pretty good too. Like it's real good stuff. It bops. Beach Is Closed, best song he has. Absolutely the best song. Beach Is Closed is such a banger. I listen to it all the time. I found the guy on Spotify. I'm trying to get him on here. I don't really know how to message him because he doesn't seem to have an X account. He doesn't have like a business email or anything listed on his YouTube, but I commented on one of his community posts asking if he'd like to come on. Because I really want to know like what he does to make it.
That'd be really good.
Because man, his stuff's good. I'm also trying to get a hold of somebody else named Buff Carell. I don't know if you know who that is.
I do not.
You should check him out sometime. He's a very passionate guy, I guess. But he covers songs in his room by himself. He break dances to them. He's really buff. He has objectively the most impressive eyebrows I've ever seen in my life. And he cannot carry a note to save his life.
That's amazing.
He's so cool, dude. I love this man. I love Buff. He's just this cool fucking dude. He just sits there doing these crazy fucking maneuvers covering any song. Doesn't matter. It does not matter the song. If he wants to cover it, and he just does. And I was shook because the one day I woke up and he had done a Mars Volta cover. I don't know anyone who listens to the Mars Volta besides me. I don't. Online, in person, it doesn't matter. I'm the only guy I know that listens to the Mars Volta or knows who they are. And then waking up to see somebody suggested him the Mars Volta, and then he sings it, and he knows like all the words. Like he's also watching it, but like he understands all the like inflection points, when to hit the highs, when to hit the lows. Like he's kind of a savant with it. He just can't carry a note. It's really weird. I just want to talk to him. I want to know about this guy. I gotta know the sauce because he is such an interesting person. Yeah, and he just does so many of them, and it never changes either. The beginning is always the same. What's your boy? What up? It's your boy Buff Carell. Today we're gonna cover, and he's like rubbing his hands, and he like says the song and the artist. He goes over,
right,
and he's like putting his hands on his hair and like stroking it back, and then he clicks on the song and he's like going ready, and as he starts every single time, and then boom, clicks the song, and then he locks the fuck in and does the thing, and then it's over, he turns off the camera, and that's it. It's the same formula every time, and it's perfect and magical. I love him so much. I love Buff Carell.
I will say though, next week, if we're doing this on Sunday again, which is pretty consistent so far.
I'll say, yeah, we can just do it on Sundays. I figure there's going to be times where I might have somebody on that it might be during the week. If you're not available, it's fine. You know what I mean? I'm just doing this. You know what I mean? Everybody's a guest on my show. So you know.
Next week, the 22nd, that is the week. Well, it will be the week of Christmas.
True.
I might pull out a Christmas album.
I've got a Christmas album. I listen to it every year. I will also pull it out and send it to you.
We'll have a jolly. It is the season to be jolly, motherfucker.
Hell yeah! I need to find a Christmas hat asset. Maybe I can find some Christmas lights to add to the studio. I'll have to see about that.
But I think we're about done here.
Yeah, I mean that's I've said what I said about the albums, you know.
Yeah. Once again, we had the Presence of the United States of America. We had Carnal by Nothing More and Clancy by 21 Pilots.
Yep, it was good
and
stuff.
Per usual, take these with a grain of salt, please. This is just our opinions.
And my opinion is correct.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah, so if you have any albums, send them. If you've got any artists, send them through. If you make music, if you have an album, you know what I mean? If you want to come to the show and talk about music with us, like I'm always down for guest people, whatever, you know what I mean? Especially though, if you know a musician who's local, if you want them to get their music spread, if you feel like they could be on an episode to get interviewed, I am here for it. Think of me like the Joe Rogan of music. I am here to talk to musicians and talk about music and just fucking chill. That's what we're here for. You know what I mean?
I might try and grab one of my IRL friends for next week because I know he likes Christmas music.
I have an IRL friend who I was talking about this before anything, like months ago when I've been wanting to make this. Actually, I've been wanting to do this type of thing since I was a little kid. I remember imagining like at some point wanting to like get a camera and then like invite people to hotels and sit down and talk to them about stuff and set up a whole fancy thing. But originally it was like talking to people about things rather than like this, which is like more music focused. This is something I've been wanting to do for a really long time anyways. And I was talking to him about it, and he's been wanting to come on because he has a whole nother section of stuff. He listens to like drill rap and like shoegaze stuff. Like he's got a whole nother range of music that I don't listen to at all. You know, it'd be really interesting to get his perspective in on things as well. I'm gonna bug him again right now actually and ask him, because he didn't come to Magic yesterday, so I didn't get to do anything about that.
But with that, I will be ending my stream.
Yeah, I gotta cut it here too. I've been sitting here very impatiently wanting to go play modded Minecraft, honestly.
That is fair.
It's right